guaranteed to keep you glued to your screen with a stream of the best anime on the scene. And don't forget live action kung fu classics, broadcast in high def and uncut fashion, bringing the wave of your favorite animation. No need to wait, just follow the raven.
What is up, everyone? Davis here. I am back again with another bark for you guys. I'm not sure what bark this even is. Hope everybody's, before I get started with all that, let me say this. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. This will be out on a Tuesday, so hopefully everybody is having a great week. I hope you had a great weekend. All of that good stuff. Hope your week is going very well so far. So yeah, hope everybody's doing very, very well. So yeah, back with another bark for you guys this time. And if you heard that, that's my phone. Sorry about that. I thought I turned that down. Let me do that now. Okay, this is bark. Let me get this. Oh, okay, bark 24. All right then. Bark 24, and the idea for this bark came to me absolutely out of nowhere. I was watching anime on TMS Anime, which is a production company, but they also have a app on Roku, which shows a lot of older stuff. There's a sprinkle of new stuff in there. Most stuff is like older Lupin. Couple of OVAs. I've been watching this one called The Devil Lady, which is actually a prequel, I believe, until Devil Crybaby or whatever the anime is, I think. Yeah, it's bizarre. But I've been watching that on there, and it got me thinking. I was thinking, like, didn't Viz have a thing one time where you could watch anime? And I was thinking about it, and I couldn't come up with a name for it. So I started Googling, looking up stuff, looking, and I ran across Neon Alley. And I was like, yes, that's it, Neon Alley. So today's bark number 24, will be the rise and fall of Neon Alley, pretty much. I remember Neon Alley. I have Wikipedia pulled up, to be completely honest, because I didn't know where to find information from. I see that you can still watch some Neon Alley stuff off of the VIA site, which is a free thing. But information wise, I just have Wikipedia. But yeah, Neon Alley started October 2nd, 2012. Doesn't seem like it's been that long. 6 years since it. Not 6 years. It's been longer than 6. Well, yeah. I don't know, my math is off, I believe. But anyway, it doesn't seem like it's been that long since it got started. I remember when Neon Alley was first sort of announced as this like streaming service, 24/7 anime channel. That was during the period where we had like Funimation Channel was still on cable stuff. We had Anime Network, I think it was also on cable. That was a paid subscription service. Of course, Crunchyroll was sort of doing their thing then. We had Manga Entertainment that was on Xbox. I used to use it a lot. So the service thing was kind of taking off, and Neon Alley came out, and I remember it being a thing and people really being excited for it. It had a couple animes here and there, but it was only, from what I'm reading, it was only on PS3 first. And I didn't have a PS3. I had a 360, so we didn't have it at first, and then eventually we got Neon Alley. And to be completely honest, I'm not a pay for subscription kind of guy. I'm just kind of not. I recently got Prime. I don't have Hulu or Netflix or any of that kind of stuff. I'm more on the legal side of things. Hopefully you guys know what I mean there. I like to find alternative ways of watching my shows. That includes my anime for the most part. I'll buy DVDs and things of that nature. But as far as paying for a subscription service, it's not normally my thing to do. I don't have Crunchyroll. I don't have Funimation. Any of that stuff. I had HiDive for a month, which was on a free trial thing. And when it ended, I didn't renew that either. So Neon Alley kind of was like, okay, you got to pay to watch. And okay, I'll pass for a while. But then they started getting some more shows, and I was like, okay, it's kind of boosting up. Maybe I'll see what they have, and I'll see what's going on with it. And so I decided to pay for it. Paid for it, and I loved it. I was really, really watching it a lot. They had this hero show they had Blue Exorcist and Excel World. But I started watching Excel World on Neon Alley. I remember when they first premiered Excel World, Blue Exorcist, Blood Lad, Fate Zero, and you watch the final act, which was on there. K, Nana, which is a brilliant anime if you haven't seen it. Shippuden, Sailor Moon, Tiger and Bunny, which is a throwback. And one of my favorites I had never even heard of before Neon Alley, and that was Lagrange, however you want to pronounce it, The Flower of Rennie. I say Lagrange because my town is named Lagrange and they're spelled the same exact way. So that's why I call it Lagrange. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, but to me, it's Lagrange. And it was a brilliant robot anime. I really, really enjoyed it. And so I was like, okay, Neon Alley is kind of doing this thing. And then I slowly, the time frame of shows changed, I believe, because I was watching Excel World on, I want to say a Wednesday. And then it randomly just started changing to a Friday or something, and I couldn't watch it. And I sort of lost track of most of the animes on there, and I kind of fell to the wayside with it. I was still paying for it, but I wasn't using it. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm kind of done with it. I sort of dropped out of it, and I kind of lost track of what was going on. But just reading here on Wikipedia, they talk about how it got on the 360 in February of 13, and Anime Expo announced that it was also going to PC and Mac with new features. And then later on, just a year later, in February of 2014, they announced they will be discontinuing the web content format, and it will become a free on-demand service for those who live here in the States. You can stream through the websites via Hulu, and then after that kind of hit effect, Canada lost access to the website. Viz relaunched the website in spring of 16, and Neon Alley, the name was completely dropped. So by 2016, the name was completely gone. And we basically have it how we have it today. Neon Alley, I sort of dropped out of it just because I didn't lose interest, but the programming schedule, when I first started watching Neon Alley, I remember them having a actual schedule of shows. It was Lagrange at 8:30 on Wednesday, Blue Exorcist Mondays at 8:30, Shippuden Friday at night. They had an actual schedule and list of shows. And then I slowly remember it becoming just this okay, Excel World moved to Mondays, but we were on episode 3. Why are we shifting days already? And I remember it kind of just becoming jumbled, and when it got jumbled, I kind of just was like, okay, I can watch this on my free time anytime. I don't have to continue to put up with this. Let's jump here and let's jump there. Let's do this, let's do that. But Neon Alley, for a while, it had a very loyal fan base. I remember I subscribed to a lot of anime YouTubers, and I remember a lot of YouTubers enjoying Neon Alley. A lot of them had it, they watched it, they would talk about it. And I remember it having a pretty solid fan base. I remember seeing it because here in Georgia we have MomoCon and Anime Weekend Atlanta. So I remember seeing things Neon Alley related at both of those cons, especially AWA. So it's not like it didn't have, with it being Viz, it was going to have a following anyway. That's just part of it being with Viz Media. But I think it just sort of lost its way, to be honest. I don't know subscription wise if subscribers weren't joining or if they were losing subscribers. I don't know what happened there, but for me personally, it just wasn't, the price was fine, but it wasn't worth it anymore. Well, I wasn't using it, so it wasn't worth it for me to keep it, and I kind of lost track of it. I think a lot of people sort of just lost not lost track, but sort of lost interest in using it, I believe. And when you go to the free site now, which is viz.com/watch, you see they've got Boruto on here, Boruto, and then you see Naruto, One Punch Man, Sailor Moon, Bleach, Hunter x Hunter, Death Note, Inuyasha, and there's more series. If you go to that's under the watch. Okay, they have See All Streaming Anime, and they have just like a bunch of shows. Bakuman, Excel World, Blue Dragon, Capellion, which is one of my all-time favorites, Hikaru no Go, like I said, Death Note, K, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Megalobox. They have a ton of shows, but I assume all are free to watch. So, yeah, it's sort of just Viz Watch now. Neon Alley is sort of a thing of the past. And it kind of sucks. I believe that if it was still going today, it could have done well. Because streaming services now are even more popular now than they were then. Like I said, Crunchyroll, High Dive, Funimation. I mean, everybody's in the anime game now. And so streaming services now are even more popular. And with cord cutting being as popular as it is now, with Roku, Fire TV, Chromecast, Neon Alley having a app where you could watch their things on TV would be amazing, would be great. And they could really profit now better than they probably did back then. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on Neon Alley, sort of the rise and fall of Neon Alley. It started in 2012, and by 2014, it was gone. It had a good 2-year run. Well, by 16, it was gone, I should say. So yeah, by 16 it was gone. So they had a decent run, 12 to 16, which isn't bad. But sounds like by 14 it was sort of already on its way out the door. It just hadn't shut it completely closed yet. By 16 it was kaput and it was over. So yeah. So did you have Neon Alley? Did you watch it? If you did you enjoy it? Was it not really your thing? So yeah, if you did, leave me a comment below. And if you're like me and you're not a big fan of subscribing to streaming services, let me know that also, and let me know what alternatives you like to use. I know a few. I mainly use one, but let me know which ones you use. So yeah, if you like this video, like the video, subscribe, comment, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, leave a thumbs down. Feel free to troll me in the comments. That's perfectly fine too. So yeah, I will see you guys in about another 2 weeks, hopefully with a video. And until then, have a great weekend. Have a great rest of the week. And Maho out.